All right. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Psychos Platters, always powered by coffee each and every time. That is a guaranteed fact. That's right. So, make you got your rightful place back at first. How you doing over there, buddy? I didn't have a chance to alert the VC Justice League because this was kind of so last minute. Originally, I was going to do the show yesterday, which was actually the official day of my 14th anniversary on YouTube was yesterday. So I just was kind of tired and stressed. So I'm still kind of tired and stressed, but I said, hey, let's do a short show. I always try to do short shows, but sometimes, as we know, they're not always short. Dwayne, how you doing? Yes, yes, yes. But yeah, so 14 years. 14 years. It even surprises me to no end. Hello there, Penny Lane in my ears and in my eyes. Hey, thank you, Nick. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, if you want to. Like I said, this was so last minute. I didn't alert anybody. So don't feel bad. Anybody out there? Nick, Dwayne, Penny. It's like this. Penny. I love that show. That show was good. Oh, man. So, I don't really have a lot of news per se. We did get some more subs. I appreciate, little by little, this channel keeps growing. The newest one that came into the list, Sam, with 2 exclamation points after that. Sam, thanks for joining the Psycho Platter Network. You will not be sorry, I'll tell you. Our goal here is to educate and entertain. Yes, I said educate. And thank you, seriously, Marty. Thank you very much. Matt, sometimes it feels longer than that, and sometimes it's like that. Sometime I'm going to say probably between now and summer will be our 900th show. 900 of these. Can you imagine that shit? Seriously, I never thought the scope of everything. I'm just a piddly ass YouTube channel, but this is my therapy, like I said, and I have fun doing this most of the time, and I am very grateful, very thankful to have you people. I said you people here to be with me when we can and what we do. The wackiness, the in between things, whatever. That is a lot of shows. Yeah, like for example, we just turned 860. I never thought that I would still be here, to be honest with you. I never did. And like I said before, freezing. We're going to be getting freezing rain again. I'm not sure what time it starts. I think it's overnight, but I have my surgery tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. That's another reason why I wanted to do the show tonight. Now, in case you don't remember or you don't know, so Paul here has got a retinal tear in my left eye. That is what it is. So basically, for the moment, I'm doing this show with my one good eye, man. You know what I'm saying? Dig that, cat. Yeah, that was a shitty Sammy Davis Jr. impression, but it's the truth nevertheless. So tomorrow I get to go under and a brain implant. I'm missing. All right, wait a minute. You did. He tried slipping past that one. Where the hell is that? Because I saw it said sex change. I can't find the damn comment. Oh, there it is. Did you say bra implant? I'm kind of confused here, just a little. Yeah, sex change. I like being a man. I have no problems with that. All right, maybe I have a lot of problems being a man. What I'd like to be is what a man, what a man, what a mighty good man. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, it is going to be outpatient, thank God. Um, but they're going to put me under, and they're going to take a needle, yep, in my eyeball to drain the fluid so that they could fix the retina. I'm scared. I'm really, really scared. And you know what they said to me today? This is the truth. I got extra stressed because it's the beginning of the year. And it turns out that the cost for the surgery is exactly what my deductible is. What's the odds of that shit? And they wanted $2,100 up front. And I am like, I do not have $2,100. I don't even have half of that. I said, I'll be lucky to scrape a couple $100. We can maybe make a payment plan. That's the truth. And I was steamed a little bit, but you know, what can I do? You know, I don't want to go blind. Well, that's dramatic, but I mean, you know, I don't want to lose sight out of one eye just because these people don't want to do the right thing. Thank you. Seriously, Penny, thank you. So, you know what? Totally up to you. The 32 people here, totally up to you. Thumbs up, please. Subscribe if you haven't yet. I'm telling you, it's going to be, we got some things coming up. Thank you, Eddie. Seriously. We got some things coming up. Probably maybe some future interviews. Yeah, I said interviews. Captain Spaulding. Yes. How you doing, Cap? Yeah, I'm going to be out, but still, just knowing they're putting a needle in my friggin' eye. Why does Beastmaster get the floss and I get the drill in the fucking eye? That's Robot Chicken. Aye, that's funny. Aye, Captain. You know what? Oh yeah, and if you care to, please donate, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to. This time, I guess it's for the Psykos Eye Fund, so that I don't have to be Dr. Hook for more than a week. You don't want to hear me do cover of a Rolling Stone or Sylvia's Mother or Baby Let Your Blue Jeans Talk. You really don't want to hear that from me. Yes, in Canada, we have universal health. That's what I heard. Thank you, Tony. Seriously. Subscribe to all these people's channels here in the audience, ladies and gentlemen. They all, hey, Elvis Cup, they're all great. They're all great. Seriously. I'm not full of shit here, okay? I'm not blowing smoke up asses. They're all great channels. When's the next auction, Captain? Can you say catheter? No thanks. That's another thing that made me bothered. Yowza. Sorry. Oh, Lord. But yeah, you know, I'm tired and stressed out. And I'm once, you know, I mean, I have to be there by 8 a.m. They're claiming, surgery at 10. I'm guessing that's going to be an hour or two. I don't know. Then recover time. I'm going to say maybe hopefully I'll be out 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I got my ride and everything. Donna Jo Cat Lady is going to take me and the follow-up appointment. I hear the waiting list in Canada is a mile long. Oh, my. If that is the case.
Based on priority.
Huh?
I said it's based on priority.
Brittany here says it's based on priority. Yes, Tony LPs Are Us is a great channel. Very much so. When Canada becomes the 50... Look, okay. This is funny in a way, and I really wish I knew. I wish I remembered my sources, okay? Seriously. In United States history, we owned most of Canada. I'm not kidding you. Most. at least the eastern half of Canada we had. Okay. Same thing for Mexico. It was kind of funny how that all worked out. And then we let these people do their thing. Seriously. I'm sorry. I wish I knew the source. Okay. Maybe I'll look for it sometime down the line. But I thought that was funny. But to the answer of the 51st state, you know what's going to end up being the 51st state first, the one that's been asking for years. And I have a feeling it's going to happen. But if they're going to do that, they need to get a 52nd because that's how you're supposed to keep things even, right? But Puerto Rico, yeah, I predict in the next 4 years, Puerto Rico will be the 51st state, or at least a state. Okay. Because if then they're going to scrape bottom a barrel, you could get Guam, you could get the Marshall Islands, stuff like that. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I really do not understand the tariffs. Okay. If I was in high school back in the 80s, maybe I could remember what the tariffs were for.
It's just taxing businesses in this country for outsourcing imports.
Oh. She's pretty smart here, She really is. I can't even, I heard you, but I can only process half that sentence today. I'm just tired. Trump wants to rename Greenland red, white, and blue land. Oh my God. Da, 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 da. Even if that was true. Da, 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 da. Greenland. Who actually goes and asks for trips to Greenland, ladies and gentlemen? Anyone? Not this guy. I did almost go on a small cruise once it was going to be West Coast, Alaska, and Western Canada. Never got a chance, though. I don't know. It makes me nervous no matter what. I was nervous in the last administration. I'm kind of nervous in this one, just a little bit. How you doing, Elvin? Yeah, well, I'll tell you, thank you very much, Marilyn. If anybody owes us money, I think the biggest is Japan and Germany and Ukraine. If we could get all that money back, do you realize we wouldn't be having a lot of the problems that we have? But we never go and collect the money. Maybe we need to. You get the Don up there and go, hello there, is this the Chancellor of Germany? Now, the United States gave you millions and millions of dollars, and yet we have not seen a Deutschmark of it back at all, or a euro in this case. I think that if you don't give us some money, you're going to have a choice. And the choice is, which knee are we going to bust? I know, that was a shitty impression, wasn't it? I'm not going to lie. Most of my life, I've been cautious. Maybe cautious is the word. Always waiting for the other shoe to drop. I don't know how I became that way, but I have been that way since at least a teenager minimum. I miss being a kid back in the 70s. Yeah, I do. Sort of. No kidding. That's another one. I just started reading things about that. I remember John said that Novice Nick. Always think of him when Greenland is mentioned. Yes, indeed. Excuse me. So, yeah, 14 years, never thought I would be here still. And, for you old schoolers, the ones that have been around for 10 plus years, what got me into doing short clips, like before the live streaming, right? Which I still will do. Trust me, we're not done with that yet. Oh, sorry. And there was a dude by the name of Crate Chunkies with a Z. My friend Ronnie Dark, who has a great radio show on Sunday nights, Wax Museum with Ronnie Dark, Love FM, WVOA, Syracuse, New York. You can listen to it online if you care to, through their website or otherwise. But he suggested Crate Chunkies to me. And I thought Crate Chunkies was an awesome channel. I don't know whatever happened to him. I want to say he was around for another year after I started watching, and then he disappeared. So hopefully he's okay. And I even think Mr. Mayo actually brought up Crate Chunkies, or we talked about it for some degree. How'd you find America? Yeah, we turned left at Greenland. Isn't that in a Bugs Bunny cartoon or some crap? I can't remember. $10 to the surgeons can fix your surprise that you're still here, Psycho. Fix my surprise. That almost sounds like something else. I'm bad. And then, of course, 3.5 years ago, we started doing these live streams. Of course, with all kinds of various degrees of crappy internet. And a lot of you people still stayed around. And I'm very thankful for that, too. We've lost some. We've gained some. We've had a lot of guests come and go, And like I said, the top two for me would be Kevin, Beans, and Shenanigans, Shannon. And to have those two gone hurt. At least me, it hurts real bad at times. We'll probably still show some clips down the line of both, actually, because I do miss them both really much. But what started me was that I think the first one was Richard the Music Maniac. Okay, so it was Richard, Groovy, Lisa, and Mason, and I tripped on their channel. And then after maybe a couple weeks, boom, I end up on there, And for a while, that was kind of the original Fab Four, if you will, was us. And I had such a blast. I'm like, well, shit, I could do this. Especially after seeing, Joe Mayo and Rachel the Music Ma'am. Yeah, and they let me on too. Release the Kraken. Well, that's okay. So I have to, I'm always grateful for Richard and Joe and Rachel for allowing me the space to work, to find my groove, my comfortability. That's a big word. Can you say no? But I'm always going to be grateful to them. Okay. I know that I know that I can't be everybody's friend. Not everybody likes me. I get that. I'm annoying. I'm very annoying sometimes. And but you know what? It's me. And I try. I try to think I try very hard. Because it's really neat. And it means a lot to know that you guys take your time out to watch this show, even if it's just a couple minutes, even if it's the whole thing, even if it's on replay and you come here. Now, I know I'm talking a lot today, but this is from like my cold, dead heart. That's what it is. First I stumbled on was Groovy Lisa, L7, and Tom, probably close to 10 years ago. Tom, wait, is it that Tom? I'm trying to remember here. Oh, speaking of, do you remember when Beans and I would take the piss out of Ethan Alexonian. And the running gag, of course, was like and Bev Bevan, featuring Bev Bevan. It's like, oh my God. Oh shit. You know, it's been a ride. It's been an adventure. Now to let you guys know, I don't know when I'm going to be back on, because I need to see what I'm looking at for healing processes and what I can do and can't do and all that other shit. But I'm hoping, like I said, hopefully it won't be too long. That's all, and they'll just get back in the saddle. You know who's here? What the heck now? Oh boy. Sorry, I thought somebody was pulling in my parking spot. But I can't tell what the hell they're doing. Anyways, so next up, AP Fragile by Yes, 45 RPM via tubes. I do like me some some Fragili. That's the Italian Yes album, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, and that kid that always asked Beans questions nonstop. Oh my God, I almost forgot about Adam and Kimba. Kimba was around too. We like Kimba. We love Kimba. She's a good one. She's a good one. Someday I'll get to see her face. Maybe. I don't know. But it is what it is, right? It is what it is. So let's see. Let me see what I can entertain you guys with for a few minutes. Because I know you guys are probably sick of hearing me. Yeah, all by myself here. All by myself. I want me. Da, 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 da. Oh, yeah. Huh. Yeah, I got dinged a lot. I got dinged a lot for all the videos I did, which really sucks. All right. You know what? This song got stuck in my head for the last day or two. I don't know why. It just did. So let's go and Budweiser. So let me go off and just play, like I said, what's been stuck in my head on and off for the last day or two, which is kind of funny that it's stuck in there. Get yourself a 90s band, huh? That's what's been stuck in my head for the last day or two. And believe it or not, I forgot that's in the Avengers soundtrack too, if you saw that. Which that might have been the last thing I watched about that whole Avengers thing. Although I did see some of Thanos, I don't know, whatever. Yeah. Now, so how was it? Did you enjoy it, Ron? I'm telling you, Alice Cooper for the first time. When I saw him last year, that was my third. Probably going to be my last though, because I bet you that he ain't going to. I don't want to say he ain't going to come back. That was Ministry Alice Cooper, Rob Zombie. And the one that's over here really enjoyed. Well, you enjoyed all of it, right? Of course, you were there for Zombie, but I mean, you enjoyed all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. See? And I
It
mean,
was a great show.
oh yeah.
Old as dirt, but like he puts on a hell of a show.
Yeah, he is old as dirt. You're right. I probably saw them the song Second Lollapalooza, Alpine Valley, Ohio. Wow. Yeah, yeah. Even at 70, yeah, 77. He says he was awesome. He just, I think he's gonna. No offense, I think that's how he's gonna pass away, is on stage or in the middle of making an album. He was by himself. Wait a minute, he didn't have a band, or am I missing something here? Yeah, 77 is only 35 in snake years. Oh, so hold on a minute. You okay. Have we talked about this before? I went to Alpine Valley. I used to go to a handful of concerts at Alpine. Kiss was the last one in 90. Kiss, Winger, Slaughter, Faster Pussycat, and I think Enough's Enough was there too, but I don't remember. My memory's not so good anymore, except for the Kiss with the Sphinx and the laser eyes coming out. That was pretty damn cool. Oh, he had a band. Okay, no openers, just straight Alice. Was that for 90 minutes or something like that? Because I loved seeing him, but I kind of felt, well, no, there was enough songs, I guess, because the difference between Alice and Zombies was 2 songs. Zombie had 2 more songs than Alice. So, I mean, it was about even. I miss JJ. Where the hell is he at? Is he even still around? I remember JJ. Yeah, and I almost was there that night. That close. My buddy Brian could tell you probably a lot. If I ever, I don't even know where the hell he is. I haven't seen him since maybe the mid '90s. Yep, that's right. And he did say this though, that when he was trying to get out of the parking lot, because there was, if I remember correctly back then anyway, there was only one way in, one way out. All right, so you had to wait. And he heard a clap of thunder, a loud clap of thunder, or what he thought was a loud clap of thunder. But it was really Stevie Ray Vaughan's helicopter slamming into the side of the, oh my God. Full 90 minutes set, went from song to song, no chatter in between. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm telling you, I've missed a lot of good ones, unfortunately, and that would have been one of them too. And you know what? That's the thing. I'm told this was the first tour that he was completely sober in a very long time. And it's just too bad though, because I mean, he saw that he thought life was, he goes, he was sober, he was focused. I'm like, he's on James's show. Oh, really? See, I know what you're talking about, but I rarely have Sundays off to go torture James and such. That's right. We talked a little bit about 77 to 81. You did see a shitload of great bands back then. Oh my God. Alpine's back sort of as a semi place. They don't do as many concerts. I want to say they probably do 10 shows a season now, I think. Saw Stevie Ray 7 times, actually 4 nights, but twice in one night, 3 times. They would play the P-Pack and then free after show at Lupo's with Room Full of Blues right after. Geez, how cool is that? You're always off on Sundays, yes. Man, oh man. I'm telling you. Oh, vey. So, I know. Yeah, I'm just... Anybody got any questions? This is the Q&A section of the show where you can ask me some things that are reasonable, by the way, not, I don't know. I can't think anything. It was, okay. Like I said, I think the first concert I went to there was Whitesnake, Great White and Whitesnake. And then, like, in the same week, it was Europe and Def Leppard. I couldn't stand Europe. Def Leppard put on a fucking show. I'll tell you that. And then, like I said, I went to Monsters of Rock. I can't remember what night. I really can't. There maybe would be some clues, but we weren't sitting close. We weren't sitting because it was up a thing, but we were about around the middle of the mound, if you will. And that was a very long show, but it was so worth it. Sometimes I go and change the show, but usually I'm relaxing. I don't blame you because we set up and break down, so it's a long day. Sounds like. Mom says I've been off since the day I was born. I probably would say the same thing about myself. Sheesh, is Nick walking home from work. We saw Europe back in around 2015 and they were great. Well, see, I don't know. Could have been the sound, but whatever. Here's a question, Paul. What was one of your favorite concerts? I hate Europe too. They suck. One of my favorite concerts. Well, let's see. Other than the most recent Ministry Alice Cooper Rob Zombie concert. All right. How about this for kind of cuckoo? Believe it or not, Quiet Riot in 2003. It was the original. It was the classic, not the original. Excuse me. That'd be Randy, but it was the classic 4, the one from the 80s lineup. They were back for a little while. And unfortunately, it was raining on and off all day. And I'm not kidding you when I tell you that even though they had 500 chairs lined up, there was only 50 people. So it pretty much was a damn intimate concert. And they played everything, including like new stuff, because they put an album out, I guess, shortly before that. In fact, let me play something that you normally don't hear from them. I know everybody's really, but you see, when I hear this song, I actually think I can see this song as in an 80s montage. Okay. Like just in an 80s movie. From the album Guilty Pleasures, which was on a small label, Rock the House.
Hey, everybody, rock the house. Slam it till we all freak out. Hey, everybody, rock the house. Rock, rock, rock. You don't know what you wasted. All those things that you hated, we have faded. Every moment they shaded. Let's turn it up. Yeah, turn it up. They say we're useless and we're lazy. The things we do drive them crazy. Live hard and we play hard. Hey man, we'll send you a postcard. Let's turn it up. Just turn it up. Right now. Oh yeah. Hey everybody, rock the house. Slam it till we all freak out. Hey everybody, rock the house. Rock, rock, rock.
And like I said, I could picture this in some 80s montage, whatever shitty 80s movie there was. This is the music you'd hear behind all the silly stuff.
You say we better slow down. We're heading straight for a meltdown. You keep on reaching. Don't want to hear what you're teaching. Let's turn it up. Yeah, turn it up. They say we look so stupid. We're headed down the road to ruin. You can't tame us. To try to change us is pointless. Let's turn it up. Yeah, turn it up to the top right now. everybody rock the house. Slam it till we all freak out. Hey, everybody rock the house. Rock, rock, rock. Hey, everybody rock the house. Slam it till we all freak out. We're gonna rock the house down all night long. Gonna rock the house down. We're having some fun. Tell me what's wrong with that. Well, why don't you join us or get out of the way?
Yeah. Oh my.
Hey, everybody, rock the house. Slam it till we all freak out. Hey, everybody, rock the house. Rock, rock, rock. Rock the house. We're gonna rock the house. Rock the house. We're gonna rock the house. Hey, everybody, rock the house. Slam it till we all freak out. We're gonna rock the house down. Hey, everybody, rock the house. We're gonna turn it to the ground. Hey, everybody, rock the house. Have a good time, good time. Oh, hey, everybody, rock the house. Slam it till we all freak out. Gonna rock.
It gets redundant. Anyways, so that, believe it or not, is, if I remember correctly, it's 3/4 of the classic lineup is on that track. So there you go. Whenever I feel sad and wallow in my pathetic despair, I remember you can't kill rock and roll. That's right. You can't kill rock and roll. Music tames the savage beast in all of us. Boy, ain't that the truth. As it probably, I don't think I've truer words have not been spoken, at least not today. Oh boy. Anyways, I'm going to go get some more coffee. But before I do, let's see. I know. What do I want to play yet? Let's see. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's try something a little interesting. How it's made. I don't care, H&R Blockhead. So watch this for a little bit. I'll be back. How it's made. Clip of master and vinyl audio records.
Have an ever-increasing following among audiophiles, collectors, and DJs. Some say they sound better than digital CDs and MP3s. To cater to this market, some record companies are releasing more music on vinyl, a manufacturing process that's interesting and fun to watch. The first step is to cut a master record. This flat disc is made of aluminum, and it will be the core of the master. The surface has a gritty texture early on, but they sand it down and polish it smooth. They place the aluminum discs on a conveyor belt, and they ride towards a device that will coat them with a veneer of lacquer. The disc enters the curtain coater. Nitrocellulose lacquer, a similar substance to nail polish, oozes out of a long, thin opening, forming a veil or curtain. As the disc passes through the curtain,
It's curtains
it's
for you.
slattered
See,
with
curtains.
lacquer.
Yeah. She's on Ollie
Workers with
Popeye.
scrapers catch the runoff. The excess lacquer they collect is reused.
That's right.
The lacquer starts to dry immediately. The solvents evaporate, and the veneer hardens into a nail polish-like finish. But like any manicure job, there are often flaws. At this inspection station, workers scrutinize each lacquer disc for pits, bumps, or dirt. Even a minor imperfection won't be tolerated, so the rejection rate is
So
high,
don't fuck
about
up.
50%. They recycle the rejects. They rim the good masters with plastic edging. It will stop the discs from rubbing together during stacking and damaging the finish.
Yeah, they said rub together.
Next, a worker holds the disc under a hydraulic puncher that cuts a hole in the center. Then,
You ever had a record that wasn't completely on center with the hole?
On a spindle.
I got one.
A robotic arm slides a plastic ring down the spindle, depositing it around the center hole of the disc.
You betcha. That'd be
Like
fun.
the plastic edging, the ring will also space the discs apart. Now the master discs are ready to take a trip to the studio.
They're going on a field trip in a pizza box.
The lacquer disc is about to be cut. The engineer places it on the recording machine, called a lathe. He peels the protective ribbing away from the rim. He places a vacuum line at the center, which suctions to the underside of the disc and holds it in place. The engineer now moves the cutter and a microscope above the disc.
Well, there you go. That'll work.
He lowers the cutter onto the outer edge of the disc and it does a test cut. He positions a microscope just above the test groove and then peers into it to get a good look at the cut.
Wow. You got to
He
have some
makes
good
adjustments
eyeballs
to
for
the
that.
cut, and then he's ready to record. The lathe cuts the lead-in groove and the music begins.
Yes. Yes,
The
I
sapphire
have.
tip cutter etches the sound into the surface of the disc. From start to finish, the recording will be one continuous groove in the record. A computer monitors the cutting and adjusts the spacing between the grooves where needed. A little vacuum draws up scrap as the cutter carves the groove. Some believe this sound is warmer and has more depth than digital recordings. But making music fit on an analog disc is sometimes challenging. To reproduce bass, the cutter has to make big
I got a
wide
Kiss
grooves
45
that take
like
up
that.
a lot of space. And although the grooves can touch, they can't cut across one another. At the end of the
I
recording,
subbed to you,
the
by the
cutter
way,
lifts,
just
and the
FYI.
master disc is ready for inspection. If it's acceptable, the engineer places a sliding platform on it and scribes a unique serial number into the lacquer.
See, there you go. So see, even Ludwig would have to
Soon,
go
this
RL.
master disc will be used to make more records. The master disc has just been cut, but the lacquer surface is far too delicate to play. It's been produced solely to act as a mold. It will literally be pressed into service to make tougher versions of the recorded grooves. And this will enable the manufacturers to make many copies.
That's funny
from just
that
one.
they don't show a rare record here. It's on Trip Records, which was kind of a knockoff label, if I remember right. I
In
remember
the next
seeing
step,
Hendrix
they
and
wash
Dr.
the
John
lacquer
and
disc
stuff
with
on
soap
Trip.
and water. They spray it with tin chloride and liquid silver. The tin chloride is a sensitizer that
Tin
helps the silver
chloride.
stick to the lacquer. They wash away little bits of silver that don't stick. In seconds, one side of the lacquer has become a stunning silver disc with the grooves intact. But next, they'll add a duller metal to the silvered side in order to really stiffen the disc. They fasten it to a spindle on the underside of a tank lid. The disc spins, and they rinse it one more time. The water in the tank below is green because these nickel nuggets are dissolving into it. They lower the lid and the spinning disc is immersed in the solution. An electric charge fuses the nickel to the silver. And the nickel settles neatly into the grooves.
Wow. That's a lot of work.
Now they remove it from the tank and pry the metal layer away from the original lacquered disc. This metal layer is a stamper that will be used to press vinyl records.
Oh my.
And the lacquer disc, which is served as its mold, is
I don't miss
discarded.
that part back up in Illinois.
Now they look for the exact center of the stamper. A worker places it under the microscope, which is part of an optical centering punch. As the stamper disc spins, he aligns the grooves with a guide in the viewfinder. When he finds the center, he punches a hole there. Next, they clamp the stamper disc into a trimming machine. The disc turns and a cutting wheel trims the edge, cutting the stamper disc to a diameter of 12.5 inches. Now the stampers are ready to make their mark. But first, the labels must be prepared. A punch bores into the center of a stack of them, making holes. Then they place the labels on a mini press. It rises to another cutter, which rounds them out.
Wow.
They pour black polyvinyl chloride pellets into a hopper.
Any of you people out there got
The
test
pellets fall
pressings?
into an extruder.
And if
which
you
turns
do,
them
what do you
into
got?
hot rubbery patties called biscuits.
See,
Place
that's
the
damn
loading below,
cool.
Push labels to each side of the
Seriously,
biscuit.
very cool.
Suction cups hold them there while a carriage moves the biscuit forward, then drops the biscuit and labels in the press. Two stampers mounted in the press apply 100 tons of pressure. The stampers are a searing 380 degrees Fahrenheit. They melt and mold the biscuit into a record.
He said
A
biscuit.
quick cooling cycle hardens it and bonds the labels to the vinyl. A carriage then transports it to a trimming table. The table spins the record against a knife as it cuts away the ragged edges. Then the table takes the trimmed record to the finished stack, and the process begins again. This is really a well-choreographed musical production.
Literally and
As
figuratively.
one record is lifted out of the press, the next one goes in.
I'd love some biscuit right around now.
The pressing and trimming of a vinyl record takes just 28 seconds,
28 seconds, my God.
but it's sure to
Look
get
at
hours
that.
of play by enthusiasts who
Yeah. 28 seconds to cut a vinyl. Jeez. Which plant are you? I don't know. There was not a description. Don't get your honey sauce on my chicken wings. You betcha. I could be fighting stuff. After watching this, just think when they say an artist has sold over 1 million. Oh my God, you are not lying there. I mean, that's a lot. Our slang for Quaaludes was mule biscuits. Oh my God, I never heard that. Hey, you want a ham and a hams and a mule biscuit? I don't know. Oh, look at this. What a life. I got to show you this. What a life. Toby's in that tree. Look at her little tree. She's just sleeping there. What a life. Toby's got a life. Our slang was car crushers. That's a. What did they listen to? Dave Matthews? I was not a big fan of Dave Matthews, people. Toby's a kitty. 3 years old, if I remember right, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 3-year-old grandcat. She sleeps a lot, eats a lot, and probably poops a lot. Just like a kid. Yeah. I'm blind. Oh, that's okay. So am I someday. Well, I'm partially today anyway. Yay. Yes. Toby gets lots of love. Lots of lovins and things. Did somebody say nickel nuggets? Yes. Yes, they did. They did say nickel nuggets. The password is nickel nuggets. Excuse me. So here's the thing. Anyways, so lung butter. So the Dave Matthews thing, though, right? Am I wrong in that there's always some weird sexual, like find the sexual innuendo in the lyrics? I mean, I like Crash. That's like some I don't know. Anyways, kids would eat lewds and think they could drive. Fortunately, they only drove at 5 miles an hour. I noticed when they eat the carbs, their poop stinks. When they eat carb-free meat, only diet, barely any odor. Okay. Crash into me. I don't know, whatever. Oh my God. Dave Matthews had how many good songs? Like 1 or 2. I only remember, like I said, Crash and is it called Ants Marching? I think it's the only ones I ever heard on the radio, but it always was like, and I'm like, oh God, it's him again. Describe good. I love my people. You guys are awesome. Oh, jeez. Man, oh man. It's kind of funny. I mean, like I said, this almost been on an hour. And the funny point about it is I wouldn't call it a good song at all. Ladies and gentlemen, he is partially he's on the road, ladies and gentlemen. He's on the road.
I'm driving.
He's driving in his car.
No.
I want to see that new Led Zeppelin movie. I heard it's at the IMAX, but there's not an IMAX around here, I don't think.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that.
Yeah, I love Led Zeppelin.
Might be either. I gotta go far.
Oh, you know what? I'll just probably wait till it hits Blu-ray.
Yeah,
And hopefully there'll be a lot of extras.
IMAX, though.
Well, I understand that, but if you don't have an IMAX near you, I certainly am not going to drive 2-3 hours just to go to a movie, then turn around and come back.
I agree with you there, but it's just a shame, you know, like my biggest bucket list thing now is to go to the MSG Sphere and in Las Vegas and see something there.
Go Speed Racer, go! And as opposed to the incontinent speed champion Speed Racer. That's right. Sponsored by. There's a Led Zeppelin movie.
What's it called? Revolution Day or something? Or
5 miles an hour. I'd like to see that, Tina. Deep down, Randy is a fan of. Boy, I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. I remember my father holding me dancing to Stairway to Heaven as a little girl, you know, and as much as I think Stairway to Heaven is a good song and is so overplayed, the minute I hear the guitar, just the acoustic guitar beginning, I just like, nope, changing the channel.
Well, you remember in Wayne's World?
Yes, at the guitar store. Mm-hmm. My favorite Zeppelin song, and for some reason has not gotten old for me, that they play on the radio, is Kashmir. I love Kashmir. One of the best versions. And see, I would love to play Zeppelin, but boy, oh boy, they get you really fast with the Zeppelin junk. Is the 1979 Nebworth Festival version. It is really good. Really, really good. Go check it out.
One time They had an orchestra with them and everything.
That would have been
Like in the 90s.
the Page Plant. Yeah.
Yeah. They did something. I remember seeing it in the violent on MTV. I thought it was like an unplugged thing, but maybe not.
Do I need to start a telethon? It says, please donate now. Help us to find a cure for this. They're the only, I don't know. The thing about everything is that a whoops thought it was electric. Haven't heard in a couple of years. Whoops thought. When I hear, okay, Taurus. You're talking about Taurus, and I can hear some similarities of that. I can. Yeah, the physical graffiti on the whole thing is a banger. That's right. It's okay. Let me see if I can make fun of this again. It's bang. How the hell did I say this the last time? Fire bang. I don't remember what I called him. Good old Randy California. Yes. Yep.
Going to California with an
See, there you go. There you go. You gotta have to kind of like with the negative and the positive. You gotta have. That's exactly right. Hey, Mello. The first time I heard Heart in concert, they did a cover of Black Dog. They love that song.
Oh, Heart is a Led Zeppelin fanatics.
Yeah.
They've done quite a few Zeppelin songs. Covers.
A Scottish sausage. It's under his kilt. See what I did there?
All right, I finally got home.
Well, there you go.
Get off this road, man. I have to go out and get some blunts.
Well, there you go.
One from the dispensary, I don't want to miss out before getting snowed in. You got to be prepared. You got to have your, all your amenities are in place. And it's snowing.
All right. Well, you know what they say about the world and the United States, and especially snow, although some people say that things in life around the world, they just, I don't know.
Right.
They say that it can't happen here.
Hey, Wilby. What's up, King James? I just saw you said hello.
Yes, I do. Now, since I'm kind of on a slight arc, I do want to play this one though, and this to me. I really wish there would have been more than one album. Okay, because why there wasn't, I still don't really know. I think it was just because, in a way, he stuck out like a sore thumb. But I remember seeing this video and thinking, "Oh, this guy's got a good set of pipes too." Rainbow always got good people. I'm just trying to edit it.
No doubt.
Okay. All right. Maybe some of you guys will remember this. I don't know. But this is the album before Jolin Turner.
And I put some in the private chat, the link, after you know that.
From a gentleman who started out in a band called Marbles. How about that for strange? But it's true.
I'm telling you, Grandpa, he's phenomenal. Again, he was one of the few singers in rock that had the short hair. Him and Rob Halford. Everybody else had long hair. So he, was like kind of in a way his own trendsetter.
He's still going.
Yeah, I love him. I have both the
Alcatraz. Oh God. That first album, especially. Oh my God, him and Yngwie.
It's my favorite, one of my favorite metal songs. I mean, I absolutely love it. Yngwie's incredible in it. But the link I sent you is an older band, actually.
You're right, Michael. You're right. Not enough for the it was a killer tube top. It was. I wonder if there's like any outtake footage. Oops, there's a wardrobe malfunction.
Go look at the outtake footage of Bicycle Race by Queen video.
But see, oh, wait a minute. If that Bicycle Race video, is it, does it got things in it? Oh,
yeah.
Oh, I know what you got here. I love this.
Yeah, no, this what I say is really good.
But here's the thing. I can't play that. I can do something else. And I'll tell you why. I mean, I can do the same song, but I can't play Beat Club stuff.
All right, yeah. Find another version of that song.
They ding me. I love. You know,
All
this is my favorite song from them. Seriously.
Well, I'm saying if there's another version, I just picked the first one. And I just,
yeah,
if there's
because as much as I'd love to play that Beat Club one, they'll get me for that.
Song is just, that's a song that's been stuck in my head, believe it or not.
Sure. Hang on a minute.
I listened to it on Nuggets the other day, and ever since it's been stuck in my head.
Let's see.
I love that Nuggets box set. The Garage Band.
Oh yeah, I need to get that.
They were signed bands, but they only had one-hit wonders around the world that didn't make it really.
But that's fun though. I like the one-hit wonders.
Oh, I do too. I love the song. What's up, Harry? It's good to see you, buddy.
The grass grow, then you really are on some strong shit. I'm just saying.
No shit. I love letting the grass grow. That's Harry's kind of song too. He likes letting the grass grow.
I like all kinds of stuff. The one-hit wonders to me are just like,
oh my God.
The reason I like 45s is because I find all this stuff that I'm like, oh, what's this? And if it's cheap, like quarter 50 cents, I'm going to drop it and see what happens.
I mean, that's the whole point of that box set, is because some of those songs are so phenomenal that they didn't get their due, really. Yeah. And then we have so many of them packaged up. It's like literally, it's kind of like your own like music world in a way. You know what I mean? Because like you're hearing this thing and nobody else is like listening to it but just you. You know.
Hey, Jen.
Hello.
The password is Super Bush.
Yeah, right.
I'm telling you, I'm going to get some coffee and then I'll come right back. And then there's an interesting little music story. I don't even know if the news has been completely revealed or not on one of our.
What? Are you serious?
On one of our favorite 7. I cannot say that I am the one that came up with the news. Okay. Harmless Dave did, and I'll explain when I get back.
Harmless Dave, I love that guy. Man.
I would love to have the Tube Top lady back on. Okay, I don't know where she's at. Or any woman with a tube top. You know who would do it. You know who would do it. It would be Shani, but
I miss her.
Come to think of it, I think she had one. Free the tube. That's right. Free the tube. Tube top.
That's funny.
70s for you.
All right, well, what am I gonna do? I'm here by myself now. I know it's all your guys' favorite part of the show, right? I did a 4-hour live stream this morning and actually did some jamming. First time in like, I don't know, it's been like 4 months since I even did a live stream. I said, right in the spur of the moment, I was talking to my man, King James, and I said, I think I'm going to go on. And at 6 o'clock in the morning here, Eastern time, we just started going. And just 4 hours later, I did a film watch. And we watched some films and we jammed some songs. I did a 4-hour live stream this morning, believe it or not.
Appearing soon on a sidewalk near you. Damn it, I missed it. Hey, Piccolina, how are you? It was nice.
Hey,
it was nice.
Pico.
It was nice for Pico to give me a shout out on the channel.
Pico. Pico stopped by my show this morning. She stopped by my show this morning, so I was really happy.
Stop.
Few
You are
people.
not a land whale. Now knock it off. I know you're not.
No. I showed films this morning. I went from like 6 in the morning all the way to 10. So I did 4 hours straight. And I did some video. You know, a couple people stopped by and jammed a little bit, but I mainly shown film. So I'm going to start doing some of that more, like doing film, like watch-alongs. And the people that were there enjoyed it.
So here's what I heard. And okay, I'm kind of pissed about this. And I don't even know why, because it's not like I have any personal stakes in this, but this is where, okay, I mean, maybe I shouldn't be surprised because the way music is now, okay, and
oh yeah,
and how the classic rock bands that we know and love have put themselves into the dirt, okay. So I don't know if the news has been put out yet or not. Foreigner, Kelly Hansen is stepping down. That's old news. What's
okay.
new news is that Lou Gramm has signed on for the 2025 tour. But he's only doing 4 songs each show. They have a new singer, and I think his name is Luis Maldonado. I hope I'm getting that.
No.
Needless to say, once again, except for the 4 songs that Lou's going to be on, there is no original. Okay. Now I know that they put out their upbeat Best of Foreigner, except the last version they put one new song. I used to work with Kelly Hansen's stepmom.
Wow.
Yeah, boo. Yeah, because if it would have been neat if Lou would have been, but he's not going to do that. It's 4 songs, and I'm just like, to me that bums me out. It's like now I believe Lou's doing it for the money. Okay, I'm not saying that Lou didn't maybe do it for the money before when he was doing the Lou Gramm band, but
yeah,
he only signed back on for this, and people are going to do it.
You also got to understand, Lou Gramm, he struggles to sing a little bit. You know what I mean? Like he's having a harder time. So maybe 4 songs is about all the guy can really do. You know what I mean? He's picking and choosing the ones that are the easiest to sing. He's not singing head game.
Thank you, Foreigner.
Yeah, but he's not going to be doing like head games or any of his real, super. That's my favorite one. But like some of the real higher pitched songs, he ain't gonna be doing that. He's gonna be doing like maybe want to know what love is.
Interesting.
You know, that's probably what I would assume it really is about. It's about the level of how much the guy can sing now.
Josie, oh my God. Hey, wait a minute, isn't Josie dead? Or am I thinking of somebody else? I remember. I thought I could have sworn I heard Josie was dead. He used to to run with Kid Rock? I think.
Yeah, Josie.
Yeah, I think Joe's dead. I think
he is too. Or maybe that's Fat Joe. I'm thinking of. I don't know.
But this is the thing, though. Okay, let me give you people an example. I know I went off and I explained this a few shows ago. That they went off and announced there's a triple bill coming here into town. The Outlaws, 38 Special, and Kansas.
I saw them too.
Sure, Kansas I saw in '96. It's the only time I saw them. So
I saw 38 Special about 20 years ago.
Yeah, 22 years ago, 2003. First time I saw 38, and it was a hell of a lot better band back then. You know, it was. It would have been great in the 80s.
When I saw them, it was 38 Special and Edgar Winter. Edgar Winter, believe it or not, did a show. Wow. It was like 2007. And it was right at the Cell Yeah, right.
That's funny.
That is funny. That's hysterical. Wow,
And
Fox
Foreigner
guy.
is dead. You know, you, Michael, and me are in agreement. I think in regards to this is now all about the almighty dollar. They don't give a shit about the fans. But we've talked about this before on your channel, my channel, and when you've been up here. This is bullshit. And when's this shit gonna stop? It's not.
It never does. It's
until
not.
nobody shows up. Now, because
But you
they're
know
getting,
what?
I don't know. This is so fucked up.
I mean, Paul, you got to realize oldies groups have been dealing with this shit forever. Like doo-wop groups and like the Platters, there will be like literally
Right.
no, like in the Duprees. There's no original member in the Duprees. You know what I mean? Somebody like licensed the name, or was maybe joined in the band at the very end, but wasn't an original member. So now they're carrying the name and stuff. That's what happens. And sometimes you'll see two versions of the same, band out there. One will be like blah, blah, blah's Platters, and the other will be the Platters or something. You know what I mean? Like, crazy.
All right. Here is a request. All right. I hope this is the right one because it's telling me.
I got a great Captain Beefheart song.
It's about 2 minutes long almost. So I hope this is the right one. So Captain Beefheart, Magic Band. The dust blows forward and the dust blows back.
There's old gray with a gun. There's old green with a sewing machine. Where's Pop? Old green with a candy sack. The dust blows forward and the dust blows back.
I've seen some camel toe
And
recently.
the wind blows black through the sky, and the smokestack blows up in the sun's eye. When am I gonna die? A white flake riverboat just blew by. Bubbles pop big, and a lipstick Kleenex hung on a pointed forked twig.
Did he say fork?
I think so.
Never was my hobby, girls. Handful of worms and a pole fishing. Cork bobbing like a hot red bulb. And a blue jay squeaks, his beak open an inch above a creek. Gone fishing for a week. Well, I put down my bush. And I took off my pants and felt free.
Yikes.
Breeze blowing up me and up the canyon. Far as I
Up
can
his
see.
canyon.
It's night now and the moon looks like a dandelion. Black now and the blackbird's feeding on rice and his red wings look like diamonds and lice.
Diamonds and lice. There you go.
Scampering, gophers rumbling and piled
Beefheart.
Yeah, that's what I've seen
red
before.
beans stuck in the bottom of a tin bowl. Hot coffee from a crimped up can. Me and my girl named Bimbo. Limbo. Spam.
Ice cream for Crow. But what about Joel or Mike? Of the Satellite of Love? Yes. Well, he wanted to know. He wanted. James Farley asked, so James Farley gets.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
Now what?
Here, I'll give you a sample. You go and play just a little bit of this, all right? This is a classic to me, Captain Beefheart song. Just play even a minute or whatever. You don't have to play the whole song. Just to give people example. Because Captain Beefheart he was a genius. I mean, I really believe the guy was a genius. Just like Frank Zappa was a genius. He expressed some way that literally pushed the boundaries of music.
Yeah, your internet's going weird.
Is it? It might be. I mean, each member of the band looks like they're in their own fucking zone. Like, they don't even look like they're looking at each other. They just start playing like their own parts, and they're just like, it's so wild how they do it, but they all are in unison.
All right.
This
there's
is
your-
horrible.
there you are. Yeah, look.
Randy.
Although
Randy.
I did like the bass and guitar part.
It is.
That's
I'm
all
saying
right.
it's better. You'd appreciate it
Beaver
more
Brown,
watching the
please.
watching the performance. You'd appreciate it more than you would even listening to it. That's
You
all
know,
I'll say.
Speaking of Beaver Brown, I don't think I ever have seen Eddie and the Cruisers 2 Eddie Lives. I saw the
I
first
didn't
one.
see that. I didn't see that either.
Yeah, because I guess the premise is that Eddie really wasn't dead. He was
Yeah.
like disappeared for 20 years or some shit like that, if I remember right.
Did John Cafferty come back for the second film too?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Honestly, I got the soundtrack, the first one. That's a great soundtrack, man. But he sounds so much like Bruce Springsteen. You know, believe it or not, when that song came out, everybody thought it was Bruce Springsteen until they said it was John Cafferty. I mean, literally, people were fooled.
Oh,
It's amazing how long.
I like Ted Farmer's Avatar. This is the Billy Ripken fuckface card.
Yeah, right.
Because it's on the knob of the bat. I said knob. Fuckface is what's on there. I had one of those baseball cards back when they were hot, as they were in the 80s.
And you know, I used to put John Cafferty.
Yes.
I used to get John Cafferty and John Parr mixed up.
Ew.
They're very similar in their style.
Naughty.
Yeah, I know, but like their voices were kind of similar too in a way. And like when you listen to some of the other John Cafferty, John Parr was good too, though. But they're both known for movie songs. You notice that? John Parr's known for St. Elmo's Fire, and John Cafferty's known for Eddie and the Cruisers. And that's all they're known for is movie songs.
Well, how about this? Kenny Loggins in the 80s.
True, but he had a 70s career. Yeah, but he had Loggins and Messina. He was well established already.
Right. But I'm talking about soundtracks, okay?
Oh, everything.
Let's face it. All right. Top Gun with Danger Zone. All right. Caddyshack with I'm All Right.
Yeah, Caddyshack.
There was that other one. He did another one, too.
He did Meet Me Halfway for Over the Top with Sylvester Stallone. Yes. Flying to the Danger Zone with Iron Eagle. Hey, Davey.
72. Jeez, I didn't realize he was around that one. He's in the second one. The sequel's okay.
I remember the Danger Zone. Wasn't that Iron Eagle?
That was Top Gun, Danger Zone.
Oh, what's Top Gun? All right, Top Gun.
Now,
I knew it was a flying movie.
Now, Iron Eagle, it was One Vision from Queen.
That's right.
And also, another one that was killer soundtrack was Too Late from Helix, which we played that one.
Yes.
Helix, Canadian band.
Yeah,
I like the Fastway soundtrack for Trick or Treat.
Oh, man, Trick or Treat.
Sammy Kerr.
I haven't seen that in years.
I haven't seen that in years either. I have to rewatch that again.
James Farley.
Oh, man.
King James.
Yeah.
You got any interesting vinyl finds lately there, sir?
No, I just
Davey's always got some.
The reason I wanted to show you, I've had this for a while.
What is that?
Clear Light? Where did you get a damn copy of Clear Light?
Secondhand, Rummy Seller secondhand store or something.
Do you know how kind of half-hard it is to find that?
Cliff DeYoung, the actor, starred in
Yes, that's right.
the reason I wanted to show you, they made a mistake and printed side 2 on both sides.
What?
Oh, see, okay, that's what you were talking about.
Yeah, but
what, you mean the actual content of the record? It's a double B-side pressing.
Just the label.
Oh, okay.
Side one is still side 1, but they print side 2.
Yeah, right. But
2 side 2s.
How is there any record of a record being that, like a double printed? You know, like if you had a coin that was printed with 2 heads or something and it wasn't tailed, that would be worth money. Is there a record ever known that was printed accidentally, like 2 A sides or something? Like that would make it rare, wouldn't it?
I think mistakes make it worth less sometimes.
How about
Yeah,
this?
but that would be an odd mistake, though. You know, imagine having a Beatles press thing where two sides of the Sgt. Pepper's was double-sided egg. That would have to be worth something.
For $10? Well, maybe I'm wrong. I could have sworn I thought it used to be a tougher album.
Harry, do you know of any record like that?
Too.
No, Harry might know the answer. I don't know. He might know if there is a record that was ever sold or known about.
The inside label sleeve was still with it too. In your sleeve. Is that cool?
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy on the left looks like he doesn't really give a shit. He's like sitting there going, why am I doing this? Why?
Sometimes the inner sleeves get lost sometimes, so that's cool.
You see, and that's the thing with the wrong record and the wrong sleeve.
Oh, yeah.
When I was starting out and collecting, I fucked up a couple times and I didn't pay attention. Then I always paid attention after that because I'm like,
Paul, when you go to, I learned when you go to secondhand stores and thrift shops, always make sure the record is in the sleeve. That's cracked record.
You have to.
And the CD is in the CD case. Got to check that too. And the cassettes. If you find cassettes.
That record cover that you just showed, Dave, reminded me of this record cover.
Wait a minute.
Waking and Dreaming. I've heard of that. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Signed by
that is autographed by them. That's their autographs.
Yeah.
But it's just like, that is the fun. I asked him about that. Like, did you enjoy making that album cover? And he looked at me with his eyes rolled. Honestly, he's like, it wasn't my idea.
Yeah, Randy, good enough advice, Nova's Dave.
Oh
man. Yeah, the only time I remember hearing something like I cannot remember who told me that they had this, and they played it. One side was Jimi Hendrix.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It was from, I think it was Rainbow Bridge soundtrack. That was the one side. The other side, this is what I don't understand. The other side was an Osmonds album. I'm going, hold on a minute. This has nothing to do with either.
In the Grooves was a crap.
How the hell did that happen? Seriously.
I've heard that. Very rarely you find.
And the labels, by the way, are both both Hendrix. But one side was Osmonds. I can't remember what.
Wow. See, that's a weird thing right there.
Must have fell asleep. I don't know.
It was a Genesis album with a King Crimson record in it.
It's
funny, but it is bothersome. Donna Joe Catlady is starting to get into Crimson now too because of the Robert Fripp videos and things. Did you know I got dinged for that bullshit? They wouldn't. They blocked the fucking. I'm like, really? For you jackasses to only play 2 to 3 minutes of something?
So you got a copyright claim or strike?
Oh no, just claim. I don't get strikes because I try to be careful.
Yeah.
In the 80s, I saw a record that was mislabeled with Abbey Road on one side, wrong labeling, cut by Jazz Band. See, Jimmy on one side, Jimmy Osmond on the other side. Oh boy.
Right.
Long hair level from Liverpool. I'll do anything.
Oh God, I'll be back in a minute. Oh boy.
Rock and roll.
I do not like this webcam because it keeps focusing and auto-focusing. I have to get a new one eventually.
That's it. I hate that. I want to get my system a little better. I hate doing it through my phone, but I don't get enough internet.
You guys, your phone cam looks great to me. Jeez, wow.
Yeah, as far as but the microphone sucks. I don't know how to. I tried switching it because I know in other apps you could switch to your camera microphone or your phone microphone.
Yeah.
On here, it won't let you do that. It's just stuck with which the camera microphone works better for like the guitar. When I play guitar, it takes like a couple seconds for the microphone to even pick up on the guitar. But what are you gonna do? Until I can get it worked out. That's what kind of like.
Yeah.
I have to.
I got you. Yeah, I know, Randy. I bet Randy. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. I miss this. Okay. When I had
Yeah. Must
I
have
just
been a
felt like
Monday at a
Cam.
record plant. Dave's cam looks like it should be
Yeah.
mellows with all the smoke. Damn it, man. Yeah, I know the webcam sucks. Pawn Shop wants the guitar back. Oh my.
Hey, Paul,
Yeah.
could I just show you some albums at random that we had for a while?
Fine,
They're
show
not-
me
they're not
some
new.
albums at random.
People say I don't like the blues enough. Never heard the blues.
Oh, look at that with the Blues Project. That's nice.
It's actually not. That's the only blues I thought we can get into. Really, it's on the.
Nice.
Hold on.
Perv.
Yeah, it's on the Verve Forecast.
Nice.
Label. And how about like Paul Butterfield Blues Band?
You know, that's some great stuff right
Yeah.
there. Those first
Yeah,
couple albums
It is.
on Elektra. You betcha.
And I only have what's this called? The Resurrection of Pig Boy Crabshaw.
Yep. Those two albums they're damn good. Seriously.
Yeah,
Seriously. Paul Butterfield, Michael Bloomfield, and everybody else. My God. Yep.
Oh, no
Bloomfield.
doubt.
Definitely. Bloomfield. Oh, God. And he's underrated. Bloomfield's underrated.
Oh, Elvin Bishop was with them.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Well, gang, you know what? I appreciate everybody being here. Bloom's kicked ass. Yes, indeed. I think we're going to wind this down. I want to thank everybody for being here.
Awesome.
You know, we had like about 45 people in here again. That's kind of cool. I like it when you guys are here. And but I don't know when, honestly, guys, I'm going to do my next one. Okay, because like I said, I got some downtime. Thank you, please, because like I said, it
really will be, brother.
I'm really nervous and
I'll
scared.
be thinking about you all day tomorrow, man. It'll be on my mind.
Yeah, thank you. And so, like I said, I love you guys, literally. Okay, out there, I appreciate everybody taking their time to be here. And you know, I mean, always powered by coffee, each and every time. And let's see here. Hang on a minute. I want to go do something else.
On the fly, folks.
On the fly.
Excuse me.
And sorry, because some people asked. Never forget, Psykos Platters is a Love Peace production.